What's happening, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Total Blast, where we discuss about everything Marvel in the MCU. Things do not seem to be looking good for Marvel Studios or any other movie studio because, as you may have already heard, the Actors Union SAG-AFTRA has officially joined the WGA on the picket lines.
Ho ho! Writers, make your favorite shows!
This news was officially unveiled by SAG-AFTRA President Fran Deisher and National Executive Director and Chief Negotiator Duke Captree Island during a press conference. Following the expiration of the union's current contract and the 12-year extension of the contract negotiation with the Alliance for Motion Pictures and Television Producers, AMPTP. Although the Directors Guild of America, DJ, came to an agreement with AMPTP about a new contract last month. The same can be said for Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA, who decided to go on strike starting on July 13th. And for the first time since 1960, both writers and actors are collectively on strike, which basically freezes the entire Hollywood industry as we know it. And this, coupled with their ongoing WGA strike, is wreaking a great deal of havoc in the showbiz, but what's more confusing is where does this new development mean for Marvel's Phase 5 and 6? So, before I go into all of this heart-wrenching news, don't forget that we're still giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 in this channel to one lucky subscriber. More on how to win at the end of this video. And if this is your first time, please subscribe and enable the post notifications so you don't miss out on subsequent videos. So, in response to the Actors Union SAG-AFTRA going on strike, Marvel President Kevin Feige and co-president Louis D'Esposito sent an email to Marvel staffs about the shutdown on Marvel Cinematic Universe movies and shows. Joins the WGA, the writers' union that has been strike for over 70 days, as both look to negotiate fair deals for the AMPTP, the organization that represents producers and the studios. Since the start of the WGA strike, it's been reported that 80% of film has been shut down, with the SGA joining the picket lines. It means that even more productions will halt. And if you're here and you're wondering why the actors are going on strike, the short answer is that the SAG-AFTRA bargaining committee and AMPTP could not reach an agreement to form a new contract after their previous one expired on the 30th of June. But the reason for the strike are many. SAG-AFTRA has faced a host of radical changes as the industry has pivoted away from the more traditional models of theatrical distribution and network and cable television in favor of streaming. The issue at hand includes the use of AI in generating and perpetrating actors' likeness, as well as a residual and data transparency for streaming projects. Other points of conflict are also salaries, particularly for guest stars, co-stars, and background actors, as rising inflation and the cost of living increasingly prevents many working actors from earning a living wage. Now, in terms of what the actors' strike means for the MCU, last month, Marvel Studios delayed some of its 2024 and 2025 movies as a result of the production shutdown caused by the WGA strike. Deadpool 3 release date, however, moved forward, possibly because it was one of the few productions that kept on going. With the SAG actors joining the strike, it's more likely delays will be forthcoming. The length of the strike will determine how many movies will be delayed and for how long. At the very least, though, it might be very difficult for Deadpool 3 to meet its May 2024 release date, and if that moves, other films will have to shift as well. MCU movies and shows unlikely to be affected by the strike are those that are already finished, like The Marvels, Loki Season 2, and Echo. Depending on how long the strike lasts, the marketing for these projects may also be affected, since actors will not be participating in promotional work whilst on strike. That means that the stars of The Marvels, Loki, and Echo won't do interviews or attend premieres if the strike is still happening at the time of release. Writer's strike alone had major consequences on TV shows and movies, and most of them will now be affected by the SAG strike. As we already know, the Writers Guild of America has been on strike since May 2nd, and 2.5 months later, there's still zero sign that the WGA and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers are close to reaching a new deal. A fair deal at that. Marvel Studios had to shut down the already troubled pre-production of Blade and the Thunderbolt. Every project that was in the writing phase has to be put on hold with the SAG-AFTRA strike now. Marvel Studios had to shut down the casting process for the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. All of these movies already have scheduled release date, but it wouldn't be the first time that they get delayed if the strike go on for longer. Deadpool 3 is the only MCU project which was still in active production when the strike was officially announced. And as expected, the production was immediately halted and it won't continue until the strike is resolved. The movie is set to be released in only 10 months, and if the strike lasts for a longer period, we can surely look forward to delays for the movie. And you know what that means. When an MCU movie gets delayed, the majority, if not all, will be delayed as well. Even if Marvel and other major studios do move ahead with projects in post-production, it is safe to expect that the SAG-AFTRA strike will cause havoc with the release calendar for 2024 and beyond. But if both strike continues through the end of summer, it is very likely that Deadpool 3 will miss the May 3rd, 2024 release date. And this strike-related delays could force Marvel to reshuffle around its release schedule yet another time this year. Deadpool 3 is scheduled to kick off Phase 5 movies for Marvel in 2024. with Captain America Brave New World and Thunderbolts following on July 26th of 2024 and December 20th of 2024 respectively. If Sean Levy's movies gets postponed, expect the other two movies to get pushed back too. And also, this means that Blade, which is now due for theaters on February 14th of 2025, will likely get delayed again, and also down the line until Phase 6 releases. Marvel's upcoming Disney Plus series of 2024 like Agatha Coven of Chaos and Ironheart, already in post-production, may reach audiences on time. Daredevil Born Again, on the other hand, will likely, as it's still in production. Personally, I think that the Marvels is staying where it is and at most can be pushed to December, just so they can market it and do more press, because I believe that the movie is done shooting scenes and all that is probably left is post-production and marketing stuff. Moreover, Marvel Studios has always had a late April/early May release every single year since 2010, except for the very obvious exception that was 2020. They love that release date, and it's been very lucrative for them. However, Deadpool 3 may end up switching dates with Captain America 4 going from May to August. And that's because Captain America 4 has actually wrapped up filming, or at least the most of it, while Deadpool 3 has been filming significantly less. So, it's going to be tough to meet any deadline if this continues to drag for more than 2 weeks, and I personally think that this could last up until the end of the year. Also, Thunderbolts should be okay if it begins filming by the end of the year. But if Deadpool loses the May spot due to the strike, the Marvels will move there since May 2024 is going to be less crowded than November of 2023. But if Deadpool 3 or Captain America will be ready by next May, then I don't think that the Marvels will move. But otherwise, I think there's a good chance that the Marvels takes the prime May date. SAG-AFTRA president Fran Drescher recently said that he discussed what it could cost if the strike lasted for more than 6 months. And he also said that during the strike, the actors are not allowed to do any promotional work or interview for the completed movies that should be released soon. Completed movies that are set for release out of all the projects affected by the strike, these are probably in the best position. Although, it's hard to tell how they will perform commercially given the situation. But anyway, it is clear with the double strike happening that the entire MCU slate will be pushed back further. And as I mentioned earlier, the movies that have already wrapped up, such as the Marvels, are allowed to be released on their scheduled release date. But the catch is that the actors can't do any promotional work, interview, or red carpet event while the strike is ongoing. And with that said, let's head over right to our giveaways, as we're still giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel to one lucky subscriber once we hit a milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And all you have to do to win is watch our videos, subscribe, turn on post notifications, like and comment. And one lucky subscriber will be chosen from the comment section to win our brand new PlayStation 5. Also, want to say thank you to everyone who has ever supported us this far. We truly appreciate it. What are your thoughts on this video? And what do you think about the SAG strikes? Please, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest Marvel news. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope to see you in the next one.